All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to get all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect out here preaching this gospel in sincerity and truth throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom. This your bro Matazah coming back with another video. And I ran across this video, man. It pissed me off. You know what I'm saying? It pissed me off. The fact that you got these Eves, these Israelite women, more specifically the so-called black woman, the fact that you have these women that so boldly bucking up to men, the Israelite man, the so-called black man, the fact that you got these women doing that lets you know that we are in our captivity and we are in a society, that lets women behave in this manner, which is wicked as all hell, because when you watch this video, especially you brothers, this video is going to piss you off because you can put yourself in this dude's shoes. With this dude right here, he's a fucking simp, you know what I'm saying? But he's, he's a streamer, and he basically, his lifestyle is basically, he just record himself, doing things in his daily life. He's just, recording himself. He got famous off of just recording himself, just going about his day, basically. But he's a weak ass fucking coward, and you will see what I mean in this video, man, because he just let this woman disrespect him, and basically assault him. And he just had this stupid ass, response into what she, as to what she did. And this is why these women get away with the things that they do. And this is why they feel like they can get away with it, because you niggas allow this behavior. You don't bring recompense to these women when they behave in this manner, especially when they assault you physically. Your ass just standing around, Look, you'll see the video, man. It's going to piss you off. So let's just play it real quick, and then we elaborate on it,
All right, that won't even be a thing, excuse you. What? Did you hear me?
You can have some manners.
Like I said, excuse you. What is you talking about?
You can have some fucking manners.
Like I said, excuse you.
You can have some manners.
Like I said, excuse you. Fuck is you
See what I'm saying, bro?
weak ass nigga, man. I would have laid the fuck, man. Hey, man, I would have laid that bitch out, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. She would have been taking a nap. She coming with all that aggressive ass behavior, trying to act like a man and shit. Her ass would have been laid out right there on the curb. And of course, you're gonna have some weak ass, simp ass niggas that's gonna be coming to her defense talking about that's a female. I wouldn't have never allowed no shit like that. And that's why I say this. And people in the comments, when you read the comments, they saying that dude he got a lot of self-control, which he's just weak. He think he's been taught by his single mother growing up that not putting your hands on a woman, no matter what she does, is being a strong man, is being a real man. Hell no, a real man would have laid that bitch out, man, because she's coming in the energy of a man, trying to get physical with you, disrespecting you. You know what I'm saying? All he did was he was walking, minding his business. They crossed pathways, and she got an attitude and said, excuse him, because he was basically walking in the direction that she was walking in. You know what I'm saying? Now, that was an Edomite man. That was a so-called white man. That interaction would have been totally different. But because it's Jake, she feel like she can disrespect him and physically assault him, So I would have laid that bitch out, man. It wouldn't have been no question. I wouldn't have said nothing. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have said, hey, why she do that? I wouldn't have asked no questions. I would have laid her ass out as soon as she swung at me. And that would have been that. She would have been asleep. And if a lot more men took on that mindset, these women wouldn't be behaving the way that she. Because I seen a video in the past of a woman actually doing that, and the dude laid her ass out, man. You know what I'm saying? She didn't get knocked out, but he struck her ass right in her face. You know what I'm saying? And it was at that moment that she realized that, hey, she shouldn't have done that, because there was some other men around, and she felt like once she did that, and he hit her, that those other men would have stepped up. But those other men that was around in that video, they didn't do nothing, because they seen that she stepped up to him like a man, and assaulted him, and he retaliated and hit her ass back, and they just let it be. They didn't step up. They didn't say, hey, that's a female or nothing. She just got her ass hit, and she realized that she was a fucking female at that moment. And that's what this dude right here should have did to her ass. You know what I'm saying? So Esau in his kingdom, the so-called white man's kingdom, this behavior by women is allowed, you know? But as a man, you should have, that was your chance to knock her ass out and show to her that she was just a fucking female. That was your chance, but you missed it. You know what I'm saying? I would have took advantage of that chance, man. Hey, it's a reason I don't get put in situations like this, man, because her ass would have been on the curb. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to justify hitting on women and shit like that, but if they come in the energy of a man and trying to swing at you and attack you first, then you got your right to knock their ass out, man, and treat their ass like the man that she thinks she is. You know? And a lot of this is due to the environment that Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, has created, you know, the pride on these women. And it's also due to the curses in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. So let's just go ahead and read that just real quick. You know what I'm saying? Let's just grab that real quick. And this is not meant to be a long lesson or a long video. You know what I'm saying? I just seen that video and I watched it and that shit pissed me off, man. Because y'all niggas out there got to let these women know that they just fucking females, man. They not no fucking men, you know? But they stepping up to you like you are a man and disrespecting you. And they basically, when a woman feels like she can put her hands on you, you know what I'm saying, or disrespect you or like that, she feels like you weak, you know? A woman physically assaulting you or putting her hands on you, she's letting you know in her mind she thinks that you are weak, you know? Now, if he would have knocked her ass out, if he would have stuck her right in her shit, you think in the future that she would have tried to put her hands on? No, because she would have known at that moment that, hey, he don't play those games. He's not weak. He would do something to me if I try to put my hands on him. You know, she would know that from that point on. You know, so if a woman try you like that, she think you weak, man. You know, and that's your only chance to let her know that you ain't somebody to be played with like that. You know, she's just a fucking woman, you know? But like I said, a lot of this is due to the curses. So this is Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter and 56. And this is talking about basically a wife and her husband. But at the same time, this can apply to the women of our nation and how they look at the men of their nation as well. The Israelite woman, how she perceives the Israelite man. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't have no respect for you Jakes, man. You know, and it's about time you Jakes start to demand respect, man, and stop trying to be the bigger person when it comes to these women. You know, just because you feel like you've been a real man by not putting your hands on her when she do something to you, man. You should have knocked her ass out, man. You know? You should have gave her a glimpse of what's going to happen in the future when it ain't no laws out here, man. When all hell break loose, man. Hey, these women, they ain't going to be acting in that manner, man. They're going to be somewhere trying to, you know, hide. But let's read this real quick. It says, the tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, her eye shall be evil towards the husband of her bosom and towards her son and towards her daughter. You know what I'm saying? But the point is, the wife, the woman, her eye is going to be evil towards her husband, you know, which basically that goes into our nation as a whole as well, because the women of our nation, their eye is going to be evil towards the men of their nation as well. You see what I'm saying? So he was just going about his life doing what he do, streaming, and their paths, you know, intersected, and she felt the need to disrespect him right there. And like I said, if it was another nation, you know, like the so-called white man, he had his suit and tie on and shit like that, she would have never reacted like that, man. And we know this, you know? So she looked at that Jake as if he was fucking weak and a coward, and he was, because he didn't knock her ass out, man. You know what I'm saying? That was she probably went her whole life acting in that manner, and no dude has ever put that bitch in her place, man. That was your moment to put that bitch in her place once and for all, so she know not to put her hands on another fucking man. You know what I'm saying? Jake gotta grow some fucking nuts, man. And that's what pissed me off more than what she did. You know what I'm saying? The way that she was acting, that pissed me off too. But the way that Jake handled that shit, man, that pissed me off more, because you should have set that bitch in her place, man. You know? Back in the day, man, we was warriors. You know what I'm saying? Slaying hundreds of men. You know what I'm saying? In war, killing other men, killing other nations of men. But now you got reduced to nothing and being physically assaulted by a woman and not doing shit about it, man. You know what I'm saying? There's if I remember correctly, there's something in the scriptures that talk about if a woman, I guess if a woman's husband basically gets into a situation with another man, and a woman decides to basically intervene to help her husband, and she basically, like, I guess, kicked the other dude in the nuts or something like that, then she's supposed to get her fucking hand chopped off. You know? That's how we handled women back then, man. Women are supposed to stay in a fucking place. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, if a woman did that to a man, you know what would happen to her, man? She would be put to death. You know? So you got women, you got other weak-ass men that might listen to this video and say, oh, man, you wrong talking about you would hit that bitch in her face. Man, back in the day, she would get put to death, man. Her getting hit in the face is the least of her worries. You know, she would get put down for behaving in that manner. You know what I'm saying? She would lose her life. But you niggas upset about me wanting her to get hit in her shit, man. Hey, she would get put down. You know? And he should have drew that line right there. He missed his chance because he's weak. You know, he was raised in Great Babylon, America. You know, probably raised in a Christian church that doesn't do nothing but breed weak ass men that let women stump all over them. You know? And I got another video too. Because you got this woman, she's basically talking shit to this dude. You know what I'm saying? Which, you know, when I watched this video, matter of fact, let me just go to it real quick. When I go to this video, you know, you basically got, now Jake, I would say he's in the wrong because he's all over this woman, all in her personal space, basically trying to talk to her. And I guess she's been giving him signals that she's not interested. But Jake is still trying to pursue her, even though she's basically giving him signs that she's not interested, basically. You know what I'm saying? But the way that she's talking to this dude, you know, and the way that you can see this Jake energy, that if all hell broke loose and there were no laws, this dude would, he would do something to this woman, man. You know what I'm saying? Because the way he's standing over her and the way he's all close to her, if it wasn't no laws, if shit just went crazy right now, he would drag this bitch into a dark alley somewhere and have his way with her, man. And that's the energy and the vibe that I'm getting from this dude. But the way that she's talking to him, you women, y'all ain't gonna be talking to men like this in these coming days, man. You know, she's surrounded by other men and other people, so she feels like she has that protection to talk to this dude crazy. You know, but when all hell break loose, when it's just chaos out here in the streets, you women ain't gonna be talking. Y'all ain't gonna be that bold to be behaving in this manner. You know, like the woman in the first video, and you ain't gonna be talking like this woman right here in this second video that I'm about to play. You know, so let's go ahead and play this one real quick.
Bitches nowadays can't even take their shoes off inside of the club because a nigga like this talking to me.
What do you mean, nigga, like what?
I said, get the fuck out my face, right?
What do you mean?
Bitch ass nigga, get the fuck out my face.
What you mean? I'm bugged. What are you talking about? What do you mean, baby? I don't know.
Nigga, you got 3.5 seconds for this high heel going in your motherfucking eye socket.
Oh, my eyesight. Why would you do that?
Do you think I'm playing?
I ain't worried about that, man. You talking about eyesight.
Okay, but if I say get out my face and you ain't got out my face, why the fuck you still in my face?
Because I'm trying to figure out why you trying to be so hostile all this shit.
Because I don't want to talk to you, bro. Look how close you are to me.
I just fucked up. I just walked.
You been walked up, nigga. I said get the fuck away from me 3 times. And you're still here. You're shut the fuck up and keep walking.
So I was just trying to talk to you.
No, I don't want to talk to you.
Go ahead, dude.
Bye. The fuck, weirdo. Your mama, nigga. Your mama, your daddy. I can't hear what the fuck you saying. Pussy, you're mad because you got rejected. Yeah. The fuck? Ugh, bitch, I hate coming out. I'm going the fuck back inside forever. Forever. Fuck.
Bro. Imagine this nigga in a world with it's millions of niggas like this out here, man. And the only reason you women are protected is because society is still intact. Society is still intact. You still have some sort of protection. But when there's something that's going to happen in the very near future, you know, it might be a false flag attack or something, but it's going to be all out lawlessness out here, man. No police officers. They're going to be home protecting their own families. It's going to be you women on your own with these other millions of niggas out there that's like this. And y'all think y'all going to be talking to these men crazy like that? Y'all really think y'all going to be popping off and running off at the mouth talking about I'm gonna put this high heel in your eye socket, calling him bitch ass niggas, calling him y'all think this dude would have snatched your ass in an abandoned house and nobody would have even knew about it or cared about it because the other people are gonna be worried about survival on their own. They ain't gonna be worried about you missing. You know? Phones might not work. You might not be able to call nobody. Internet might be shut down for a while. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be crazy. And you got a bunch of niggas like that that's out here that's waiting on an opportunity to drag women like you somewhere and do what they got to do, man. That's what you women don't get. And the thing about the Israelite woman, well, really the so-called black woman, the thing about her is she's made an enemy. She's isolated herself from the Israelite man. She has made the Israelite man her number one fucking enemy, man. And niggas, and when shit happen, these men are not going to come to your rescue. The Israelite man is not going to come to your rescue. Neither are they going to be trying to, you know what I'm saying, do right by you. You know? They going to have their way with you, man. They going to be, hey, you women going to have it the worst out of anybody when this society finally collapse. And chaos is running rampant out here, man. You women, y'all gonna have it the worst out of anybody. You know, I think a brother did a video a while back. He was reading some type of Reddit post of what women should do when society collapses. And they was talking about you should stock up on Plan B tablets because so many women are going to be getting raped so bad, they're not going to want to get pregnant. So they were saying stock up on Plan B tablets so that they can take those after the times that they get raped so they won't get pregnant. You know? And it was other advice talking about, hey, don't try to look good. Don't try to look pretty. You should be trying to do the opposite. You should be wearing baggy ass clothes. You should be trying to look dirty. You should be trying to look unattractive. You know? And you should be trying to not be seen. And that's the spirit that you women are going to be in, because once you realize, hey, ain't nobody coming for you, man, hey, it's going to be it. You know, that's what the games is going to begin then. You got niggas that's going to be released out of prison. You know, men that you put on child support, and men that's out here that's just straight weirdos, man, that just want to, you know, got these deep, dark fetishes that they want to, you know, act out on your ass. You know, so look at the pride on her. Look at, you know, this is a woman that's protected. But, hey, her demeanor, her spirit, all of that would change in a society where there's just absolute lawlessness, man. She wouldn't look like this. I guarantee it. Nor would she be talking to a man like that. You know? So let's go into something else real quick. And this is Isaiah 13:16. And it says, their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled and their wives ravished. You know, so you women, y'all gonna be getting ravished out here. That's what I was talking about. Dragged into dark alleys, chained up, You know what I'm saying? Hey, and not only it's a so-called black man is going to be coming after you Israelite women, you're going to have these Edomites, these so-called white men that's going to be coming after you, and they're going to treat you way worse than Jake is. You know, these are the type of motherfuckers that's going to be chaining your ass up in abandoned houses and doing experiments on your ass while they raping you and ravishing you. The Edomites, they don't give a fuck, man. The Lord already ain't dealing with them, man. They are totally opposed to righteousness, man. They don't even have a conscience. You know, there was an Edomite man that that chopped a Israelite woman up not too long ago, man. They still can't find her head. You know, and there was another Edomite that a post that I just read where he killed a woman. I think it was like his teacher or something like that. And he said that I guess that when they was interrogating him, they quoted something that he said, and I think it was something along the lines of it brought out the brute beast in me or something. When he was killing her, chopping her up or dismembering her or whatever, he said it brought out the brute. It brought out the I forgot exactly what it said, but it said he said it brought out the beast in me, that brought out the rawness, the something in me. I forgot. You know what I'm saying? But so he basically said it felt good to chop you women up, man. And that's the mindset of these Edomites, man. They don't give a damn. Eat you, cannibalize you. You know? So you think Jake gonna do something? Wait until Esau get a hold of you women, you Israelite women, you so-called black women. So their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. So they're going to kill your children first. So they're going to kill your children. And then after they get done killing your children, what they're going to do, their houses shall be spoiled. They're going to take all your goods, all your food, all your medical supplies, everything that they deem worthy, you know, for survival, they're going to take, you know. And after they do that, after they kill your children and take all your shit, what they're going to do, they're going to ravish you. And their wives ravish. They're going to rape you. You see that? So first they kill your children, leave you with nothing, and then they sexually assault you, man. You know? And that's going to be all she wrote for you women. And like I said, some of y'all women going to get let go, you know, and live to fight another day, live to get ravished again. And then, hey, a lot of you women, y'all ain't even going to make it out, you know? That's going to be all she wrote for you. And this is for the first video. Matter of fact, let's play that video one more time real quick before I read this.
All right, that won't even be a thing. Excuse you. What? Did you hear me?
You can have some manners.
Like I said, excuse you. What is you talking about?
You can have some fucking manners.
Like I said, excuse you.
You can have some manners.
You just let a woman do that to you, man, and just sit there and take it, try to be the bigger person. Fuck that. Nah. But that's a quarrelsome woman right there. You see that? And that's what the scripture is talking about. Even though, like I said, that's not his wife, but that's how the women of our nation, this is how they look at the Israelite man. Always want to fight, always want to be combative, always want to argue, you know? This is Proverbs 21:9. And it says, it is better to dwell in the corner of a housetop than with a brawling woman in a wide house. NLT. It is better to live alone in the corner of an attic than with a quarrelsome wife in a lovely home. You see that? And quarrelsome. When you are quick to pick a fight or disagree, you are quarrelsome. Toddlers are often quarrelsome, so are couples, at least with each other. You see that? So she was quick to what? Pick a fight and argue. You see that? That could mean arguing. You know, when two people argue, people say that's fighting. You know, or it can be physically, like she did both. You know, so that's a very quarrelsome woman. You know, and she's like that. Why? Because she's went so long like that without any consequences. Nobody ever put their hands on her. Nobody ever stuck her in her shit, like I said. Because if she ever got that treatment, you know what, she'll be acting totally different. She would be very humbled, you know, but she's acting that way because she went this long acting that way and nobody ever did nothing to her, man. So that's why she's walking around thinking that she can fight men. She can put her hands on men and fight men. That's why she's acting that way, you know. But, you know what I'm saying, the day is coming, man. You women, y'all ain't gonna be acting like this. And women like that, they're gonna get put, they're gonna be the first round of women that get put down. You know, because these type of women, they're gonna be trying to fight police. When all hell break loose, women like this, they're gonna be trying to fight military soldiers, you know, getting dragged out their house. They're gonna be trying to fight soldiers and police officers and all. Hey, they're gonna be the first round draft picks of getting their ass laid out, you know, of biting the dust. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna play this video one more time, you know, but before I end it, I'm gonna go ahead and give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom. Let's play this video one last time.
All right, that won't even be a thing. Excuse you. What? Bitch, you heard me.
You can have some manners.
Like I said, excuse you. What is you talking about?
You can have some fucking manners.
Like I said, excuse you.
You can have some manners.
Like I said, excuse you. Fuck you.
Ah, damn, Jake. Shalom. Shalom.